I'm 100% just throwing questions at you today.
Amazing.
So I hope you enjoyed
If I
that.
just like don't speak, it's like I can't think.
I hope you enjoyed that coffee and you're ready to fucking go.
I'm good, man.
I don't need any more anxieties today.
I'm good.
Things that you would do. So these are just like random things taken from Q&A over the
Correct.
last few weeks.
Yep.
What would you do to increase your retention?
What would I do to increase
What
my
things
retention?
would you do to increase your retention? So if you had a retention problem in your business, congratulations that you know, because that means you've looked at some data to track it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think, I would have a look at first, like the messaging that's going down when you're having like those initial consults and you're talking about, what they're getting into, outlining their goals and stuff. Because a lot of people, get these coaches with the idea that like in 8 to 10 weeks time or 12 weeks time, like they're going to have this outcome that they want.
Yes.
So it's very rarely the case. Like you very rarely see someone who comes to work with a coach and in 12 weeks time, like to have the physique that they want. Mm-hmm. Most of the time, like, there's a lot of habits that need to be layered and all this stuff. So even if you're communicating like it's like, this is 12 weeks, this is what we do, etc., then that person's going into it like, all right, so this is a 12-week program, and by the end of it, I'm going to get this. So a lot of the time that can be, semi-avoided by that. And then you just giving them a realistic outcome of like how long it's going to take to get it to. Like a lot of people chase the sale in the process, but they don't turn into like the expert that actually says like this is most likely how long it's going to take, or it's going to take a little bit longer than this. So those two things are a good place to start. Messaging, I guess. Yeah. So then from there, I know personally I don't mention the 12-week thing, and it's the very last thing I say. Yeah, it's this much as a 12-week minimum. Yeah, 12-week minimum rolls on after that. Your goals suggest that this is going to take a little bit longer. That's what I say, but that's kind of how we do that. And then I think then you got to like investigate like the service itself, like what are they getting? How's it getting delivered? Doing that whole like be a client in your business and work out, what you like, where the holes are and stuff, and then trying to fix those things. Get some feedback from your clients on things that they want to see, and I feel like if you work on those areas first, like it's most likely. Yeah, and then the other ones like probably just like communication skills, creating a relationship. Like the ones that don't last the longest are the ones you have I wouldn't like. Lack a better term, like the worst relationship with. Yeah. When I say that, it's just not free flowing. It's not, there's not a lot of conversation happening. Yeah. So they don't have that connection, and they don't belong and feel like they're part of the team. Yeah. So if you can increase the connection and the relationship and the contact, and then work on the messaging and stuff at the start when you work together, and then have a look at the service. I feel like those 3 areas will. Yeah. Get your retention rate up. We chatted about it in the workshop yesterday. One of the biggest differences I see between face-to-face and online coaching is the extra emphasis on outcomes. Yep. We've always been an outcome-based business, even with face-to-face. Yep. We were one of the few that actually did measurements and actually did check-ins and all that kind of stuff, even before there was apps to do it. When you go online, I feel like that's even more present for the client. Like if you're not showing an outcome progress frequently. Absolutely. Or how you're going to get progress. Yeah. It's a real, like we've talked about it before, like I run the traffic light system. Yeah. Green means we're doing the things that I would like to do, and I think the client's also happy with the progress we're making. Yellow is no check-in. Red is something bad's happened. It's gone backwards. Yeah. And then orange is like no progress. You get 3-4 oranges in a row, like we got problems. Yeah. Absolutely. That's your warning sign for that person's going to cancel eventually. Yeah. If they're not seeing any outcomes. Because they don't have time with you, they don't have a relationship with you, they don't have as much interaction with you as they do in face-to-face. Yeah. So to drive that retention online, you've really got to paint, this is what we're doing, this is why we're doing it, and this is the outcome we're getting. Yeah. Yeah. A couple of weeks of things not moving in the right direction, it's going to be tough to keep that person on board. Yeah. Yeah, there's no entertainment value. Correct. Like there is with a not face-to-face situation where you get like this social, it's fun, you hang out,
Yeah.
Whatever. It's like if you're not getting the outcome, then the
Yeah,
reason why you hired is obsolete now.
Yeah, you can't sell the idea that, well, if they didn't have an appointment with you, I'd be on the couch. So this is still better because I'm not going backwards. That doesn't work online.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's interesting because I think a lot of trainers, we've talked about it, like shy away from that conversation. They shy away from showing results. They shy away from measurements every week, tracking every week, whatever. And it doesn't mean that you have to put a result on the board every single week, but I think
Could be results orientated though.
You have to have the focus to say why.
Of course.
Like, similar to a face-to-face, like, hey, if you want to start seeing this shift, we need to do this with your nutrition. You let me know.
Absolutely.
If and when you want to do that.
Absolutely.
And I think we need to do this. You tell me if and when you're ready to do that, because we're not at the moment.
Yeah.
And just being very forthcoming with, like, this is what is required to get the outcome.
Yep.
If you're happy staying where you are, great. But you have to know that they are. Which, puts you in a really vulnerable spot.
Yep, absolutely.